Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the stream. This is going to be an out of the park baseball stream. I'm going to be going back to 1871, and we're going to see how history is going to play itself out just completely randomly. Actually, sorry, let's clarify. Not completely randomly. We are going to be like not controlling any teams, but we might make a signing or two if like something's like really interesting, or if there are really interesting moves to be made. We might have some fun and make the moves ourselves. But more so, this is going to be a full on just simulation of everything. So obviously, I am unemployed over here. I am just the commissioner. Baseball started with 9 teams. Uh, this is going to become the Braves. This is going to become the Cubs. This is going to become, I think Cleveland's going to stay, so I think this is the Indians. I think that's the Dodgers. This should be the San Francisco Giants. That's Oakland Athletics. I don't remember who Rockford becomes. Troy's going to become the Philadelphia Phillies, and the Washington Olympics, I think, are going to become the Nationals. But I'm not even sure about these things. Let me check. No, yeah, the Olympics are going to become the Twins, and Rockford is going to become Cincinnati. All right. So without further ado, we might as well just get into the inaugural draft. No settings are changed. It's all real settings, all exactly what MLB is like. We're not going to be editing that at all. We want to follow their rules. So Rockford's going to get the first pick here. The Reds. Who do I think they're taking? I love Cal McVay. I always go Cal McVay first. Here he is. Uh, he's a beast. But I'm guessing the pick will probably be maybe a pitcher. They're going to go Ross Barnes and Jimmy Wood and Levi. George Wright goes. There goes Cal McVay going to the Olympics. Also Brainerd. Yeah, and now we're going to notice a pitcher run very soon because there are not many pitchers. And every team's going to, yeah, there we go. We see a few going. Dave Egler is sick. I'll keep going through these picks. Fred Tracy's pretty good. Al Pratt's not bad. Cap Anson, I love to acquire. Bobby Matthews is also one of my favorite pitchers to acquire. He's got so much potential. But where's Bill Stearns? That's my guy. There he is. I always get Bill Stearns. 17. He's a beast, and he's going to be on the Athletics. And I think there you go. There was the two final relief pitchers. I was about to say it should be only relief pitchers, and they just both went. So I think that's all our pitchers. Anyone really good left? Al Reed's just kind of old, but yeah, he goes. um, Anyone else like really? Tom Foley's not bad, but yeah, mostly at this point, probably especially since 1871, players that y'all might not be as familiar with. So we'll send to the end of this draft. Oh, Joe Quest in the 10th is not a bad pick. Joe Quest is sick. But here we go. We have now gotten our teams down. Let's order it by, and let's check out some of these rosters. So here's Rockford. This is gonna become the Reds again. They're solid. Boston. So they're gonna go with McMullen. This is not a bad team, but again, I don't think either of the teams I saw are championship contender. I'll make my official prediction to see all the teams. This team isn't bad, but I don't think they're good enough to win. I can see them making it, but if someone else is good in their division, they're kind of not in a good position. Ooh, this is a really good team. Yeah, Denny Mac's a fun player to acquire because he can also pitch. Um, Joe Simmons is not a bad player to acquire either because he can play center field. Yeah, I always turn him into a center fielder. So right now, Fort Wayne might be. Let me double check the divisions again. So, yeah. So right now, I'm thinking Fort Wayne's definitely win that division. We still have more teams to look at. I don't think the mutuals will be very good. I mean, I like Chick Fulmer. I like Chick Fulmer pick, but that's about it. George Wright was a weird one in the first round. Um, he's good, but weird one. Cherokee Fisher isn't bad, but weird pick. I feel like there were better starters available. Look at the Athletics. Who's their pitcher? They have Stearns. They're calling Stearns a half start. Well, that's just wrong, so I know that's not true. And this team is not bad. And again, I know Stearns will play better than half a start. Because I know he isn't a half start. Rockford Four Cities. They got. Oh, we already saw this team, but not a bad team. Not a bad team. Not a bad team. Oh no, we didn't see this team, did we? I don't think we did. Ryan Wojcik isn't going to be pitching. Why? I guess y'all do you. He's going to have to be pitching. They don't have a pitcher. Yeah, they got Ryan Wojcik starting. Olympics. Whoa. McVay team is kind of sick. We got Tracy, Reach, and Zeitline. Let me get my official finals pick. I'm going to be going with Washington versus Fort Wayne. I don't even know how to pronounce that. I'm gonna go Washington wins it. Washington's gonna be the first ever champions. Let's get to spring training. They didn't even have training back then, so I'm actually just gonna skip that and go straight. So I don't think they're gonna even have the spring training happen. I don't think they're playing games because they exist. Oh, they are. Alright, well, we'll see how the teams fare, but this doesn't even matter, obviously. It's the White Stockings and Fort Wayne looking good. And the other conference didn't really see. I think Boston was doing the best. All right, now yeah, we should probably check out the preseason predictions. They're going with Cleveland winning the division. My Washington pick being second. Let's see. Yeah. They're saying yeah, Bobby Matthews is going to have a sick year. All right, that on Sightline. I write that on Sightline. Um, that's hitting stats though. And they're going with Chicago over here, and they're saying Fort Wayne's going to be the worst. I just don't see that one happening. They're saying they're the worst team, the only team under 500 in this whole division. No way, no way. I'm not buying it. He's gonna have the best. They say Frank Fleet's gonna have the best year, but he's definitely not pitching as much yet. So I mean, who do I think will win like major awards? I'll go with I'll go with yeah, I'll go with Levi and Zeitline, and then A and L. I'll go with Barnes for sure. That one's easy, Barnes. And then pitchers, I'll go with uh, I'll go with who's for win. That pitcher's not even here. Is that Stearns? Brainerd? I can see Brainerd winning it. Yeah, I'll go with Asa. Asa the Asa. And so my picks are official. Let's get to the schedule. And we can see a week. Is there no games yet? Yeah, we're gonna hit these guys inaugural games. We're not gonna miss that. Go another week. If we can. so all the first games are tomorrow. So let's finish today. Get on over to the scores. So we have to pick one of these games to go at the same time. We want the Troy Haymakers and Ryan Walters going against John McMullen. Wants to McBride pitching against Stearns. Now I kind of want to see what Stearns is going to give, being that he's a half a star right now, because I've never seen this. I mean, usually he starts at like he's two overall third potential, and it usually grows a lot. This could be completely different. This is why I love these historical reasons. Um, yeah, we're gonna be. Let me also click this just so I can be in my own stream, so I can see when people join or see what people chat. But wow, yeah, I think I might. No, I'll go with this game, just in the hope that maybe we can do both. But I don't think we can, but I'm gonna try it out. And I'll go with I'll say Boston wins this one, 6-9, 13-10. Error is gonna knock in the first run of the season for Levi Mayerly. Okay. Ooh, a 6 run, wow, and then a 5 run inning by Boston. Huge fourth inning, 8-9, but Boston is striking. Boston scores 6. Wow. 11 errors for Troy. Errors are a very common theme in 1871, as you can imagine. So don't expect less of them, as 13 errors are committed for their 13 runs. Red Sox only commit 8, and they score 23. Both teams had a combined 9 RBIs, but you got all these runs. Yeah, mostly John Glenn, the leadoff hitter. Um, Mullen, usually I thought they go like the whole game, but they didn't. But they didn't. But McMullen's gonna get the win. Ryan Walters the loss. And let's see. And oh, we can even watch the replay. Okay, let's. I mean, no point doing that. We see what happened. Wow, a 7-run final inning for the Rockford Forces is gonna win it. Wow, wait, I actually kind of highlight reel. No highlight reel. Oh, it was a game log. Yeah, that's what it is going on. What happened in the ninth? So Stearns was still pitching when this happened. 7 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors, 2 left on base. Rockford would beat the 4. Oh yeah, even they almost instrumented a little comeback themselves, the Athletics. And now we can. Ooh, we didn't see the Athletics. We saw the Red Stockings. And who did we see again? We saw this one. So we saw Troy against Boston, so we have to rewatch it again. Let's rewatch. Um, we'll watch Fort Wayne. That's my finals pick. I want to see how they're doing, how they're looking in their first game of the season. Curious. Hmm. Off to a rough start, but there you go. They bounced back. They're up 3. Well, they've only committed 1 error versus Troy's 9. That's pretty good. Only 3 errors though is really good. Well, they're going to go the whole game with 3 errors. That is wild in this era. They're going to drop 21. Denny Mack's going to go berserk. Andy Leonard, Deacon White, Terry White, right? Yeah. Dave Birdsall, Joe Simmons. Us Briner even gonna score two. Selfie, he's gonna go nine. Woj has struggled. He hasn't made it five yet. Yeah, that's rough. That is rough. And Boston's gonna pick up their second win in the years. Bill Stearns is gonna get slaughtered. And now we're gonna see two undefeated teams that we've only watched these teams win. That's all we've seen. Now they're going head to head. I'm going with my Fort Wayne, of course. These are three favorites. So and dropped five in the first six. Yeah, this one's not looking good. There you go, some better pitching, but a little too late for the good pitching. Save them. Yeah, 18-9 is your final. Only four errors for Fort Wayne though. They've been really good with managing errors. But Brainers is gonna have seven earned runs because of how little errors there were. Al Pratt pitched fine. Mullins been an ace. Um, yeah, let's watch weather. We've seen Troy, we've seen Fort Wayne twice, but I haven't seen Cleveland. I kind of want to see Bobby Matthews go. So we're gonna watch Bobby Matthews go. So I'm gonna go. Fort Wayne's gonna bounce back here. I have faith. Four errors to four errors. 7-6 ball games, very close. Cleveland's gonna take the lead. Now 1 point game as Fort Wayne takes it back. They're up two. They're up five. And that is the game. Fort Wayne's gonna steal one in Cleveland. Simmons has four hits. Down here, Troy's going to win with a 7-run bottom of the ninth to come back and beat the White Stockings for the first win of the season. John Radcliffe is the player of the game. This is Joe Quest. Joe Quest gets a win. I've never even seen pitch, so that's cool. Um, huge days, huge days. All right, next game, Troy against Cleveland again. We did we just see this? No, we saw someone else against Cleveland. And I'm gonna go Cleveland. No, we'll go Troy. Troy rides the weak game heroics from the last game wins, but it's not looking good pick. Should probably not pick these teams that commit so many errors like Troy. Even Cleveland's committing way more errors than them right now. Like they both finished with 11, but another high scoring one. All right, Boston versus Cleveland. Um, hey, this is gonna be like the final game we send, and then we'll get to like we'll get on this season today. It is fun though to watch through these games. So, by the way, I would pick Boston. They're very good. I clearly underestimated them at the beginning of the year, as on display by their 28 run game they just put on, their 25-point win. And that was wild. Levi is continuously killing it. 8 RBIs. Wow. So the standings, and let's go to like the trade deadline. So yeah, the Olympics haven't lost yet. That was my other finals pick. Them in Fort Wayne. The Olympics are killing it. They have control of the division right now. I'm liking my pick. The Detroit Haymakers are already eliminated at 4-20. Fort Wayne is 6.5 games back, so I'm probably gonna be wrong there. But the Olympics look like they definitely could get it. The Red Stockings fell off. They're 10-7 now. 8-2 in their last 10. So it's looking like this could be a mutual Olympics final, which means Twins Giants. Like that could be fun. I can get behind that. Let's go to the scores. Yeah, we haven't seen the Olympics play all year, and yeah, I'm gonna go with my team. I'm gonna say the Olympics win. Looks like there should be enough. But yeah, I'm sticking with my boys and going to watch. Another team that doesn't commit a lot of errors. I give props to watching. I get back the right horse in this one. Oh my god, a 6-run ninth inning? Yeah, well, now I think we gotta watch this. It's low. Oh, an error at first. There's one. Jimmy pulling up, and that's looking like that'll be a out if no errors commit. For a true line drive right to the right fielder, out reach, and that is for out number two. A wild pitch. They gets to it though, and now Zightline's just got to retire the seven hitter and Nate Connor. It's GG. But not after another wild pitch to load the count at 3-2. And that is the game. Washington will come away with the win. Hmm. I'll say it stands for good. We'll go like, what's in like a week? I forgot week's never gonna really do much. But some month. We get closer to the playoffs. Okay, so New York clinched. Chicago isn't eliminated yet, which doesn't really make much sense. But yeah, I mean, I think they could. I don't know if they could still make it. But Washington's looking like they're kind of locking this one up. Cleveland's falling off of their four-game losing streak, and Boston's kind of getting back to average, but it might be too little, too late. One month, we'll get closer to the playoffs. Oh yeah, Rube Waddle is one of the funnest players in MLB history. If you don't know anything about Rube Waddle, you should Google him. The man was psychotic, like in the best ways. I'm even gonna show you. I'll show you guys. Rube Waddle. Look at this man. Waddle is best remembered for his highly eccentric behavior, being a remarkably dominant strikeout pitcher in an era when batters mostly slapped at the ball to get singles. What a beast. What a beast. To go to 5 teams? Yeah. Don't trust me when I say you should look into him. He is. I wish I could find like just the circus story. Just one. Yeah. Here we go. Waddle's went, but he was notably unpredictable early in his career. He once left in the middle of the game to go fishing. He also had a long-standing fascination with fire trucks and had run off the field to chase after them during games on multiple occasions. He would disappear for months at a time during the off-season, and it was not known where he went until it was wrestling alligators in a circus. He was easily distracted by opposing fans who held up puppies, which caused him to run over to play with them, and shiny objects, which seemed to put him in a trance. An alcoholic for much of his short life, Waddle reportedly spent his entire first signing bonus on a drinking binge, with Sporting News calling him a southpaw. His eccentric behavior led to constant battles with his managers and scuffles with bad-tempered teammates. So as you can see, there's more to look into with Rube Waddle. He's the guy. He's the boy. But now back to the playoff race of 1871 in our little league. It's getting closer. I mean, it's 2.5 instead of 3 now. I still kind of think Washington has it safe, but we're gonna wait to. We only need these good games that matter for the playoffs. I think Cleveland's just gonna win that, so I'm not even gonna check that. And if they don't, then they're in third. Um, Washington's gonna need to win that one. Here's a big one: Washington versus Cleveland. And I'll go with Washington. I'll go with safe. Cleveland gets too many errors. And I bet that'll be their downfall. But they're winning now. They've committed the same amount of errors as Washington. Washington now has committed 5. There you go. It's a tie game, 4-4. All right, let's see what the top and sort of the Washington Olympics has in store. See if they can end it right here. I mean, that might land the that's 2 outs. And it's going to put McVay to the plate. See if McVay can get something going, maybe hit a homer. And it does not look like it, as we'll get extras here in this big divisional battle. Um, I mean, I don't want to miss Cleveland hitting, but I just don't like the top of the innings. Okay, yeah, nice. Um, and Elhama Senate. Yeah, there you go. There we go. We got 30. Let's see if Bobby Simmons can close it himself, and he gives up 2, but they win it. They both pitchers go 12 innings. Wow. But Bobby Matthews can come away with the win. So that line is a 4.5 ERA, and well, I can't believe Matthews is 3.74. Mm. Having these other games, Athletics crushed. Wow, that's an upset. Oh, Bill Stearns. Bill Stearns, yeah, he hasn't even had that bad of a year. 5.2. He's up to 1.5. But yeah, definitely not as good as he usually does. The White Stockings win that one. Uh, go above 500, it looks like. Oh, no, they're still way under. I'm just blind. And Mutual Choice, I think that one's a pretty self-explanatory game. We know who's winning that one. Cleveland versus the White Stockings. Let me check out what the standings are right now, but oh, okay. So the Olympics officially clinch, so we might as well just get to the playoffs. Playoff coverage. So one of my 2 picks made it. Zero of the systems did. What did they say? They had Cleveland and Chicago. And the Mutuals in 4th and Washington in 2nd. See game 1. First game of the first World Series. Yeah, what a day. What? New York is, they were telling me they had 0 errors, but rough inning. 15-11 ball game's gonna put it out of reach. Cherokee Fisher's gonna go get the win. Oh yeah, this is a team with all the weird picks. Chick Fulmer. I mean, I liked Fulmer. I didn't like Wright, but Wright seems to have been doing fine actually. Dickie Flowers is solid too. Al Allison's pretty, or Art Allison, my bad, is pretty solid too. I didn't know Cherokee Fisher could hit though. What's his hitting stats? Oh, yeah, they're not even that bad. All right, game 2. I'll go with my Washington. I'll say they beat the series. I'll say this is Washington's. Question is, will they have to win every game straight? Wow, what an inning from the Mutuals as they're gonna pick up the win. I was not expecting that. The Mutuals go up 2-0. Statistically, the Olympics are a better offensive team and a better defensive team, but they also might have. I mean, they have easier competition. I would guess, just being in the 14th division. Or I don't know if they play one before you guys. Washington cannot seem to get their offense going as they go down 3-0, and this is looking like New York is going to become the first ever World Series champions. The eventual San Francisco Giants, but for the now, New York Mutuals are on the brink of winning the very first World Series. And I'm here for it. This is a fun team. I mean, I didn't think they'd do well, and I'm very happy I'm wrong. This does look like a fun team. I love Chip Coleman. But Washington does look like they're going to take a game unless New York pulls off something wild, which they won't. 3-1. George Lightline's going to need to pitch a few gems, but Cherokee Fisher with his 2-bar stamina, but they both have 2-bar stamina. To be fair. Ooh, big inning for the Mutuals. That might have just got them the series. And another big one for the Mutuals, as this one is definitely looking like it might be too much to overcome. The champions. Ziggy Flowers wins MVP. The season has concluded. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, actually, we'll get you with these awards. We gotta get the full 1871 recap. So that's how I'm gonna be doing these videos, by the way. I'm gonna be streaming them, and then I'm gonna re-upload them by year. So like we just covered all of that. We just covered 1871. So that's gonna be 1 year. That's gonna be one upload, and then eventually I'll get the 1872, and I'll do 1872, and then I'll upload that. And so that should be a solid amount of videos. But two, I mean, it should be pretty fun. We're gonna have our own custom little baseball world, and we're gonna have players be their own players in our world. Maybe Babe Ruth, he won't even be good in ours, or maybe like um. Who's someone who's like just awful? Like maybe Byron Buxton just becomes the best player ever, like he was kind of supposed to be, or something like that. No shade at Buxton. He's pretty good right now. I know I was trying to name a bad player, but I know he's a player who hasn't necessarily lived up to the hype yet. Um, so yeah, I mean, anything like that can all happen. It's all very possible in this game. Again, I love this game. If you don't have that as a part of Baseball 22 and you're a baseball fan, I would definitely recommend it. I wasn't even a baseball fan when I got it. I was a baseball fan, but I knew nothing about baseball history, and I wanted to learn baseball history. So I got the game, learned a lot about these players through these historical reasons. I mean, I don't know what team like Cal McVay actually played for. I could right now. I gotta realize that. Hey, he played for the Braves or Boston. But like now I know who Cal McVay is. Anyone says Cal McVay, I'm gonna know. Oh, that's a catcher and right fielder sometimes. But yeah, let's check out these awards. Um, Cal McVay is gonna win MVP. My man. Bobby Matthews is going to take home the Cy Young. McVay winning Rookie of the Year, and Al Barker is going to win Reliever of the Year with a 4.44 ERA. Opposingly, George Hall is going to win MVP of the last place Troy Trojans. Dick McBride is our Cy Young winner, which George Hall also winning Rookie of the Year, naturally. And then reliever of the year, that'll be Frank Fleet of the Rockford team. All right, well, the I was trying to think if there's anything more to show you. Here's like the stats. We'll hit him with the boom. Anything standing out to me? I mean, that's obviously a wild on base percentage. And that's the pitching majors. So Dick McBride's gonna have the best ERA in the league. Right, Matthews wins. Stearns and losses. Why is Austin Barnes at any saves? Doesn't he start every game? Oh, he didn't. He didn't even start every